Friends, welcome back to another live stream. I'm Bryce. This is the Bankrupt Hippo YouTube channel. I'm thinking about changing the name of the YouTube channel, but that's a whole nother conversation altogether. We're going to continue our playthrough of Resident Evil Village today. I believe this is part 4, or it might be part 5. I'm starting to kind of lose track, which is a good thing because it means we've been doing this for a few weeks now. So let's kind of jump right in and get right into it. Let me just make sure that the screen is still showing for you guys. Load most recent save data. Yep, you betcha. Yeah, so I believe we're on the hunt for... I'm trying to remember where we last left off. We're on the hunt for a house with a chimney. It's someone within that house, so I guess we'll kind of see how that goes. Let's get this thing all loaded up. Yeah, so since last weekend, Thanksgiving happened. For those of you who are in America and celebrate, happy Thanksgiving to you all. I'm sorry I got this started a little late today. 26 minutes late to be exact. I'm cooking because my family is celebrating Thanksgiving today, and I am cooking in part for it, and I just finished up cooking, and then I had to get the stream set up, so that took me a little while too. So now here we are, better late than never, I suppose. It'll probably be a shorter stream today because now I still got to go ahead and keep preparing for such things. So, and then I've also got to record 2 or 3 different reviews today because I went and watched 3 movies so far this weekend. I might even go a 4th time and go see The Menu again. But I went and saw, I think it was on Wednesday, I went and saw Bones and All. That was one of the better movies I saw this weekend. On Thursday, I went and saw She Said, which is that journalism film. Let me see. I see the screen isn't showing up for you guys again, which is annoying. And then yesterday, I probably went and saw the worst of the bunch, which was Devotion. I was really disappointed by Devotion. It just lacked substance of any kind. I didn't care about the characters. There are some moments of brilliance in there, but aside from Jonathan Majors and Glenn Powell being charismatic as possibly can be, there wasn't really much else there in that movie. It was really disappointing. It's like they had this idea where they wanted to honor this fallen soldier, and then the way they went about executing it was just awful. Like, it was, I mean, on a 1 to 10 scale when it comes to movies, I say it's barely worth watching. I gave it a 5, meaning it's mediocre at best. Like, I'm going to forget about this movie in probably a week, and that's just the reality of it, unfortunately. But they can't all be winners. That happens sometimes. Let's see, where am I going? Find the house with the red chimney. Okay. How am I supposed to get to said house with red chimney? There's a drawbridge. Don't believe I'm supposed to go there yet. I think I'm supposed to poke around. Maybe through here? Oh my lord, the screen keeps disappearing on you guys. I can't have that. Come on, wake up for me. That's it. Come on. I'm just going to give it another second or two for the screen to appear back for you guys. I don't want the recording to stop for... I mean, that's kind of half the point of having playthroughs, right? Is to be able to see what the heck's going on, so... let's see. Oh, come on. Cooperate with me. Cooperate with me. Let me do a refresh. Sorry, folks. This will probably just take me a minute. Okay, there we go. Now it's back up and running. Alright, so where were we? House with the red chimney. Let's see if I can get back. Well, there's the red chimney right there. So I've got to get in there somehow. So I'm guessing we're going to have to go this way. But aside from that... Ooh. Who's coming after me? I love this knife. I forgot we unlocked this last time out. Yeah, let's see. Something was just... Something chasing after me? I can't really tell. Let's see, have I been through here yet? I heard a scream from the house with the chimney. I was going to take a look, but the way was blocked by debris. Going to have to take the long way around. Okay, so we're on the right track. Who would have thought the hole in the stable walls would come in handy? If I'm not back by morning, you should go to Luiz's house alone. Father. So villagers writing notes to each other in the wake of all this madness. This bloody, bloody madness. I've got a lot of ammo. Wow. Do I have a lockpick to use? I do. Wow, how about that? That never happens. Lockpicks are so hard to come by in Resident Evil 7 and 8. for whatever reason, which is fine. I mean, I guess that's half the fun, half the challenge. But the one thing I've noticed too, there's a vast shift between Resident Evil 7 and 8. Resident Evil 7, I find myself ammo pinching a lot more. Resident Evil 8, I find ammo to be no problem to come by, which I guess makes sense because this is definitely a bigger scale game. What the heck just happened? A wooden animal body. I'm guessing that's going to come in handy eventually. Wow, so we really are on the right track. Wow, I never thought that I would reach this point so quickly. I feel like when I ended the stream last week, it was just a mess. And I'll give it a second for the screen to pop back up again. But yeah, the best movie I saw over the weekend, I'd probably say, She Said, I think, was probably the slight favorite for me. Just over Bones and All, but not by much. Bones and All, I think I have liked it more as I've thought about it more. But She Said, that was like a really riveting journalistic story that I think I learned a ton about journalism from. Like, it really showed like the good that investigative journalists can do when they break some of these stories. And like, I felt like I learned something without having to be force-fed it, which was really great. There's nothing like a movie beating you over the head with an idea or message, which is never a good thing. And I think that's actually partly where Devotion kind of fell off the tracks for me, was it kept beating the same concept over and over and over again and just bang the drum. And I'm like, all right, I get it. I got it within the first 10 minutes. And then we're 2 hours in and you're still beating me in the head with it. Like, it gets old. And I think She Said really walked that line well. The reason why I like it a little bit more, Bones and All, I just thought it was a little bit more exciting. I think Bones and All had some lulls in there. And also Bones and All, I'm trying to remember what my additional thoughts were. I've seen so many movies this week that it's kind of come through one ear and out the other, but it'll come to me shortly. You know, I'm going to give this a second just to refresh for you guys so you can see what's going on, because I see that the screen keeps disappearing on me. So I'm just going to give it a second, have a drink of water. Flavored water is the best thing since sliced bread for those of you who haven't tried it. It's phenomenal. I recommend Propel lemon flavor, but yeah, Bones and All, it was like, it's really grisly. It's really bloody. It's really grotesque. It's really provocative. It's very different. Like, if you're a general moviegoer, I might not recommend that you see it. However, if you're a little bit more in tune to like, and you like Oscar bait movies, maybe not even Oscar bait movies, but oh, finally the screen came back up for you guys. Thank God. I think that movie's a little bit more up your alley. Timothy Chalamet, God, he crushes it in that movie. Him, Taylor Russell, and Mark Rylance all really do great work in that movie. And it's starting to come back to me now, but I think one of the big problems I had with Bones and All was actually Mark Rylance's character. Now, to be clear, I really enjoyed Mark Rylance in it. He plays one of the creepiest mofos I've ever met in my life, but his character, I thought, aside from the first few scenes in the movie, didn't really have much of a purpose, and it kind of, I think he was reintroduced throughout the movie to create artificial conflict that ultimately didn't, it just felt hollow. Like, I wasn't convinced by it. I wasn't really buying into it. I'm like, why is this guy still there? And they don't really explain why. I don't understand. It was just weird. So I don't think they really incorporated him into the whole spiel as well as they could have, but to each their own. I think it really explores the concept well of what happens when humans have weird like predispositions or odd predispositions or crippling. Oh my God. Wow, that scared me. I forgot that Resident Evil likes to have jump scares. And I just realized that this gun is semi-automatic, so good use case for it. Let's see, anything in here? Alright, good. Well, I gotta change my pants after this live's over, because that was really scary. Let's see. Probably move somehow. Oh yeah, I forgot they conveniently placed that tractor right there. Lucky me. Let's see if I'm able to get in here yet. I think I am. I am, alright. I think I've played through this game once before for those of you who haven't been watching these playthroughs, and there is some supplies back here that I can grab, so I'm just going to go ahead and go through it all. There we go. What else is back here? I'm trying to recall. Oh, there we go. You can see here, too, there's a safe in here because you can see numbers kind of pop up. So there's 08, 07. There's a third number around here somewhere. I'll show you in just a second. But yeah, like, screen dropped again. But yeah, the whole concept, going back to Bones and all, the whole concept of outcasts in society, how do they make it through the day? How do they go about their day to day? All that other good stuff. Look out the window. I'll peruse this in just a second when the screen pops back up again. But yeah, it's like, how do outcasts in society, you know, how do they fulfill their needs? What would it be like to have such a grotesque need? Things along those lines. So I thought that was kind of cool. And I really appreciated the movie for being original and creative in that space too, which was refreshing. All right, well, might as well take another drink of water while this comes back up. I'll probably keep this playthrough to just a half hour for today. I mean, I know we're already 12 minutes in, but like I said, with how much the screen is dropping on us today and you guys not being able to see it, I don't want to keep fighting with it for long. And plus, with me trying to record those additional reviews, yeah, you know, that old chestnut. But yeah, so out of all three movies, I think She Said has been my favorite this weekend. I'm actually debating on going and seeing... Oh, screen's back up again. Okay, so now you can see what I'm talking about. And then it'll prompt us to look out the window. Alright, so here's the window. Oh, here's that third number, so... Resident Evil's just mean for that. How dare they? Let's see if I can blow his head off. There it is. Huh. Resident Evil really likes its jump scares, and as a guy who doesn't love jump scares in movies, seeing it in games, I don't know what to make of it. I think in games it's a little bit more effective because you're actually playing through the experience, but yeah, so combination 07, 04, 08. Let's see what we got here. 07. 04. Oh, wait. Alright, let's see what goodies we got. A new gun and a jack handle. Wow, okay, so that actually answers my question from earlier as to what we need these things for. Nice. I'm a little dubious as to some of these weapons in Resident Evil Village as to how effective they actually are. Like, to be honest, the M19 weapon that we have here, is it really any more effective than the Lemmy? Like, I don't know. And it makes me dubious to really upgrade these weapons too in the shop, which gets a little old after a while, I suppose. So, I don't know. I believe we got everything around here. Okay, good. Moving on. Let's see. Oh, yeah. There you are. Jeez. Get closer. Come on, come on, come on. Bang. 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 So much fun. It's the most cathartic thing in the world to use this shotgun up close. There's one. Ha. Yes. Excellent. Well, that was fun. I'm glad you guys got to enjoy that and the screen didn't cut out in the middle of it. I was worried about that. And we still got plenty of handgun ammo. What is up here? Let's see if I can shoot this down. There we go. Ah, more shotgun ammo. Exactly what we needed and when we needed it. I am totally okay with that. Oh, I forgot we can craft some ammo too. Let's see if I can make some assault rifle ammo. There we go. Yeah, I'll make some rifle ammo. You know, let's make more. Let's make more. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're going to be packing heat for days. This needs some kind of item. Yeah, what about the jack handle? Maybe that's not the handle that we need. Maybe we just need the jack handle to get this huge bus out of our way. Yep, so be it. Now we can go prone and crawl right under to get to that house. Oh my god. Yeah, Resident Evil likes to tease us that way. It's endearing, really. Is there any other things around here? Okay, there's still some collectibles in this house that I've yet to grab, so let's have a look-see. Oh my god, poor piggy. Well, I guess I need the meat, so whatever. Jeez, there are a lot more jump scares this time around than I remember. And the screen went dark again, so I'll just kind of stay put right here and wait for it to come back on. Poor piggy. But yeah, kind of going back to the movie conversation from earlier, so last weekend, I went and saw a movie called The Menu, and it was phenomenal. In fact, it's probably it is in my top 5 movies of this year. I liked it so much. And I kind of want to go see it again. I want to go see it a second time. I actually was going to go see it a second time last weekend, but I ended up having to go shopping, and I actually had to leave right before the movie started, which kind of sucks because I wasted a movie ticket, but oh well, it ended up being worth it because I ended up having to do a lot more shopping than I thought I did, but I guess it's the way that kind of rolls. But yeah, The Menu. For those of you who haven't seen The Menu yet, oh, check it out. It's fun. It's Ray Fiennes and Anya Taylor-Joy are both probably the best parts of that movie. They just slay it all movie long. It's fun. If you walk in expecting a horror movie, I think you're going to be disappointed. The marketing will lead you to believe it is kind of a horror film. It's more of a thriller. It's not as gory, I think, as they make it out to be. And even going into the movie, one of the interesting things I thought was I was kind of like, man, I've already feel like I've seen this movie before. What I thought it was going for was oh, it's going to be some big social commentary that's guised under people going to eat at a restaurant. And it's not quite what the movie's going for. So I recommend giving it a shot. But yeah, so looking around in this house here, the only other thing is this easy to pick lock. And I believe that's the only thing we have left in here. So if I ever get another pick lock, I'll come back. But in the meantime, let's just see if we can find that house with the red chimney. All right. More people to go after. Bang. Bang. See? When you give them headshots, they give you good stuff in return. Including chem fluid, which really comes in handy in making assault rifle ammo. I think I might try to get an attachment to get an extended mag on this gun, because it's driving me nuts only having 7 shots. Ah, forget it. Oh. Oh. You guys are the worst. She's still going? Not anymore. Well, that was fun. They drop monies and scrap. Let's see, can I jump through here? Looks like I can. I don't think I was able to do that before. Oh, a pipe bomb, yes. These things are a lot of fun to use if you can use them in the right moments. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What was the point in that? Locked from the other side. Why, I never... Oh! See, right now would be a really good time to use a pipe bomb, so we're going to use it. Okay, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Perfect crystal skull, how about it? What's on his hand? I thought those were chainsaws. I think I am mistaken, though. Let's have a look in here. So I guess this particular point in the game is a little bit more exploring and just finding equipment and ammo and whatnot. A little less story based, which is kind of a lull, I guess you could say. Oh, a lockpick, yes. Okay, I'm gonna go back and actually pick that other lock that we had missed earlier, just so I don't have to go back to that area again later on. I have this obsession when I play games to totally complete locations for whatever reason. It's a sickness, I know. It's ridiculous. I'm also the kind of guy who has to get all the collectibles, which I always have to be careful when I do that, because I can get really sour on a game really quickly if I just start only looking for collectibles. Like, my favorite franchise ever is Gears of War. I've developed a really bad habit of looking for all the collectibles all the time. Sniper rifle ammo, how about that? And we don't have to go back to this place again. Good. Yeah, so for those of you who may not know and may not play Resident Evil that much, blue means that you've completely cleared an area of all of its belongings. Red means there's still something you can collect. And when you look at these doors, the red means that the door is locked, you can't get through. So, just a little bit of FYI there for those of you who might not play Resident Evil. But yeah, Gears of War, I can't wait till Gears 6 comes out. I mean, they've made no announcements, they've made no promises or anything, so it'll be a while yet. But the day it does, oh, your boy's going to be getting buck wild. I've started to make this tradition of each console generation, they inevitably make a Gears of War collectible console. And at that time, I'm guessing that they will make a Gears 6 one for the Xbox Series X, at which time I will upgrade from my Xbox One X to my Xbox Series X. So, it's a waiting game, that's for sure. And it might be a while till I reach that point, but I'm in no rush. I don't need to have the latest and greatest at all times. I don't play games enough to really have that need. If I played all the time, I might feel differently, but I just don't. All right, let's look at this note. To whom it may concern, due to the luthier's long absence, I'm keeping hold of his house key. Please find me if you need it. Regards, Joseph Simon, Beneviento's gardener. So I'm guessing I'm going to have to find a key in order to get back in there, and it might entail a return trip. I'm guessing we're going to have to go in here and find that key. Look at that, I was right. I'm guessing he may or may not have morphed into this guy. Oh, maybe not. I don't really know if these townsfolk really morph into these lichens or what, but a Madalena body. Okay. So we've got bodies of things. Like, let's see here. Oh, that's poultry. Key items, treasure. Okay, there's nothing I can combine. Okay, so it looks like there's heads of these things that I can combine and look for. I'm guessing I'll have to come back to this place and take a look later on. So maybe if I find that key, maybe I'll come back later and explore. But for now, I'll just kind of move on. Don't want to linger for too long. And the screen disappeared on you guys again, so I'm just going to sit tight for a minute here. Maybe open just the door, but... And I'm thinking at the next autosave point, I'll probably call it a stream, because it's getting close to about a half hour now. I'm starting to get to the cap of where I said I was, so... Makes for a logical stopping point, I suppose. But yeah, so the menu, maybe I'll go see it again this weekend. There are so many movies that are coming out right now that I want to go see, but it's kind of tough because a lot of them are on limited theatrical release. For those of you who don't know, limited theatrical release means it's not playing in every single theater. a wide release would mean that it's playing in every single theater, but a lot of the movies I want to see are playing in limited theatrical, which means that I'd have to travel like a couple of hours to go see a movie, and nowhere, it's just not playing anywhere near me, and I'm not driving a couple hours to go see a movie. I'm just not going to. I'm not that hardcore. Screen's back. Okay, we'll keep it moving then. But like, for example, there's a movie called Tar that came out with Cate Blanchett that I desperately want to see so badly. Never played anywhere near me, really, so had to wait till it came out on VOD. Now it is out on VOD, so now I just got to pay $20 to watch it, which, debating on that currently, but apparently it's really good from everything I've heard, so I guess I'll take that for what it's worth. A well wheel. I'm guessing I'll be able to use that at every well that I've come across. I've come across actually 2 or 3 wells at this point, so glad we kind of got that collectible out of the way now. Red Chimney House. Thank goodness we were reaching that point. Trying to see if there's anything else up here. Scrap. Oh, sweet. I can hunt more chickens. All right, let's see. Bang. And I'm telling you, if you guys are playing through Resident Evil for the first time, Resident Evil Village specifically, hunt every animal you see and collect their meat, because you can really make some good power-ups for the rest of the game using it. So, highly recommend it. Keep your eyes peeled. And it'll even give you a little guide too. Like now we can see all the chickens are, well, collected, for lack of a better term. Let's see, I believe there's a jump scare in here. Oh, there isn't. Large crystal. Alright. Looks like something I can sell, which is probably a good thing because I need to empty out inventory pretty soon here. Alright, I believe there's definitely going to be... Damn, this game is dark. It's the only thing that drives me nuts about Resident Evil Village is half the time I cannot see. Aha! There's where we get through here. Okay. Alright, let me climb the ladder. Get on up here. There's Red Chimney House. There's the rest of the village, as you can see. And oh yeah, there we go. Look at that shadow. That's something else. Bang. Did we get him? Wow, how did he eat that? Oh, is there another in here? I'm impressed. He ate that shotgun to the face. Wow. Alright, let's see what else we got in here. More handgun ammo. Man, this game hands out handgun ammo like it's candy. Let's have a look-see. February 1st, sacrificed 2 goats to Mother Miranda. February 3rd, offered wool to Mother Miranda. She instructed I find her a list of drugs and tools in the next few days. What for, I wonder? February 8th, new messages from Mother Miranda, yet the livestock won't stop their ruckus. We've disposed of said livestock. February 9th, I was instructed to take the items to the cave church at sunrise, but what I saw was frightful. The great four lords were there, and Mother Miranda was holding a child. She whispered something and touched the child. I can't explain it well, but the child turned into a white crystal. Then she... I couldn't help but speak up, and I asked her why she did such a thing. Mother Miranda just smiled at me. This is the chosen child. She will return to her original form no matter what befalls her. Then she gave each lord a part of the crystal in a flask, and they left. I forgot to bow to Mother Miranda before I fled. I'm still shaking. What did she do? What is that child? So for those of you who don't know, this is a villager's account of, for lack of a better term, taking Ethan's daughter, who we're playing as right now, and separating her into 4 different pieces. I know, sounds crazy. All of it will be explained in due time. So let's have a look-see. This is the winged key. The winged key is just a single piece. 3 more parts are needed to make it whole. Oh, wow. So there's our first wing key, and now we can use it to get to other places, which is going to be awesome. Yep, we will go talk to the Duke. Now we've got an autosave point, and we're just at about a half hour, so... And we've gotten everything in the building, too, so I think I'm going to call it here for today. This was a little less of eventful of a playthrough, but we just got some collectibles, progressed a little bit further in the story. Or actually, not really too much at all. So we'll call it for today here, folks. Sorry again about the late start. We will be doing this again next Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. For those of you who might be on the West Coast, that's pretty early. I believe that's 7 a.m. Pacific Time, and that is 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So for those of you who are interested and want to watch more Resident Evil Village playthrough, stay tuned for that. And also, I'll be publishing reviews of all the movies I talked about earlier shortly here, probably within the next week or so. So keep your eyes peeled for that. It should be a ton of fun. So thank you guys so much for joining me for today. It's always an honor and a privilege. I hope you all have a fantastic week ahead of you. If you're celebrating Thanksgiving, enjoy it. Until next time, my friends,